Fees.
Fees.
Fees for those quarters.
Yeah.
So I'm confident I'm in good hands.
For all the confidence you need, TD Ameritrade. You got this.
It's the most wonderful time of the year, with the kids jingle belling and everyone telling you be of good cheer. It's the most wonderful time of the year. It's
Make the best entertainment part of your holidays. Catch all the hottest hand-picked titles on the winter watch list, only with Xfinity from Comcast. Xfinity, the future of awesome.
Welcome back to QVC. Here's a great gift idea. It's perfect for that person on your list who loves to bake. In fact, it's a must-have in my kitchen when I get together with my niece and nephew and we make sweet treats for Santa and all of his reindeer.
Shipping, and even pay the return postage. Try NoNo risk-free today.
Tonight at 9. Get down now! Prospectors, the $1 Million Mountain. Tonight at 9 on the Weather Channel.
Currently in our area, 77 degrees under partly cloudy skies. Today, sun and clouds mixed. High 80. Winds south-southeast at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Tonight, overcast. Low 68. Winds south-southeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Monday, partly to mostly cloudy. High 84. Winds south at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Number one, we have an improving economy. We have confident consumers with their wallets. Add to that falling gas prices, and we really have the perfect storm for there to be more travelers this end of the holiday period.
AAA anticipates year-end holiday travel to be the busiest since 2001. That's when they started keeping track of those stats. As many as 98.6 million people will be making a trip.
9 out of 10 of those people are driving, fueled by the lowest gas prices in 5 years. I mean, the national average is now $2.55 a gallon, and analysts see prices dropping another 10 to 20 cents by Christmas Day, which is just unreal.
In some stations in Texas, Oklahoma, gas under $2.
Yeah.
Not bad at all. In fact, that's all great news as people are ramping up for the holiday travel.
Of course, we have some bad news for you, too. Holiday troublemaker could cause some major delays in the eastern half of the country as we head towards Christmas. Some problems on the road, so let's bring out our storm specialist, Dr. Greg Postel.
Guys, thank you very much. You know, we talked a lot about how the fact that the east is going to see a lot of rain on Christmas Eve, but there may be some areas associated with the same storm system that could get a little bit of snow on the backside of it. Let's have a look right now on the maps, because there on Christmas Eve, right here, is where the low is going to be going. Essentially like that, right? So on the northwest side, on the cold side of this system, there's a shot at a little bit of snow. Right now we're calling for a mixture of rain and snow, but it could be all snow depending on some of the modeling that you look at. I think this is the most likely outcome, but watch out for some tweaks to the forecast, because some of the models, in particular GFS, yes, that one likes to drop a little bit of snow in that very same quarter, and that would be all snow. So let's have a look at the GFS and let's talk about why it is or isn't an outlier. On Christmas Eve morning, there's that familiar low pressure system on the track about like that. So East Coast is warm. There is the rain snow line right in here. So on the west or on the cold side of that rain snow line, there's a little batch of snow that the GFS insistently has been putting out for the last several runs, and that would be an all snow area, say from St. Louis to Chicago. Some accumulating snow in there, and something to keep an eye on. But I would point out that it's kind of an outlier, the GFS. There's not a whole lot of support for it. But let me talk about why it might be doing what it's doing, and we can sort of figure out, maybe it's not so believable. What it does is it develops this low pressure system pretty strongly and moves it in the same familiar direction, but it develops what's called a trowel, a trough of warm air aloft, where the moisture and relatively warm air gets wrapped back into the cold air up above it. Again, not likely. It overdevelops the system, I think, a little bit too much, and bring in that precipitation on the cold side. So with all that in mind, that area that would be right in here, we're kind of leaving out of our forecast for now. The areas most likely to see some snow, and that would be light accumulations, less than 3, would be those areas shaded in light blue for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. Paul, back to you.
Well, thanks, Dr. Postel. Well, no matter what is going on weather-wise, Santa, well, he's always got Rudolph to lead him through all that weather mess out there. And the good folks at NORAD will be tracking what's going on with Santa over the next couple of days. And before that happens, you can always check out their website and see and play some games going on. You can watch videos and learn of some of St. Nick's favorite tunes, and also learn about the history as well. So check it out at noradsanta.org. All right, check out the next 7 days, including Christmas, Christmas Day, and the day after Christmas, or Boxing Day, as they call it. Again, today, dealing with some drier weather across the Northeast. Few rain, snow showers out there right now. Not a big deal. More rain showers breaking out across the Southeast. Atlanta, probably more clouds than rain falling today. And we're still watching more mountain snow here. Hey, if you're skiing or snowboarding this Christmas out in the West, wow. I mean, thumbs up. Santa is going to be nice to you. A great pattern setting up for you. We still have more snow showers and this downright snow falling as we head into tomorrow as well. Meanwhile, in the Northeast, another dry day. Enjoy. You got outdoor things to do. Last minute decorations of the house. Get it done now. Also, make sure they're tied down pretty good. Wind is coming for your Christmas storm as well. But more rain showers now towards the mid-Atlantic. As we head towards Christmas Eve, Dr. Postel just talked about that. A lot of rain now and thunderstorms. The Southeast and Texas, Ohio Valley, even the Great Lakes pushing into the Northeast, and more snow on the backside of this system as we head on towards Christmas Day. Talked about what's going on in terms of the Northwest, more snow here across the mountains. But meanwhile, on Christmas Eve, more rain showers pushing all the way into New England, and snow now coming into Chicago later in the day. And then Christmas Day, lake effect snow bands are dumping snow, and the wind is howling, and the mountains in the west are enjoying a powder Christmas morning. Mark?
Well, 'tis the season for holiday travel. Millions of people are expected to travel for the Christmas holiday. Our own Reynolds Wolf is in LaGuardia Airport, keeping an eye on traffic there. Plus, we'll take a look at a big storm that could throw a monkey wrench into your plans.
She's still the one for you. And Cialis for daily use helps you be ready anytime the moment is right. Cialis is also the only daily ED tablet approved to treat symptoms of BPH, like needing to go frequently. Tell your doctor about all your medical conditions and medicines, and ask if your heart is healthy enough for sex. Do not take Cialis if you take nitrates for chest pain, as it may cause an unsafe drop in blood pressure. Do not drink alcohol in excess. Side effects may include headache, upset stomach, delayed backache, or muscle ache. To avoid long-term injury, get medical help right away for an erection lasting more than 4 hours. If you have any sudden decrease or loss in hearing or vision, or any allergic reactions like rash, hives, swelling of the lips, tongue, or throat, or difficulty breathing or swallowing, stop taking Cialis and get medical help right away. Ask your doctor about Cialis for daily use and a free 30-tablet trial.
New Move Free Ultra brings a revolution to joint health. It's the smallest joint health pill, now with a new triple action formula for joint, cartilage, and bone health. Move on to new Move Free Ultra.
Check out one of the hottest gift ideas this Christmas, Beats Pill XL.
Now available with special financing when you use your Walmart credit card. They're Bluetooth enabled, so you can stream a song to one Beats Pill
and pair it with another Beats Pill for huge stereo sound. Oh, dance off. Uh-oh. What? Oh.
What?
Nothing.
Ooh. Is the room spinning?
No, just you.
And now get special financing when you use your Walmart credit card. More ways to Christmas joy. Walmart.
protected. Given new hope. During the Subaru Share the Love event, Subaru owners feel it too. Because when you take home a new Subaru, we donate $250 to helping those in need. We'll have given $50 million over 7 years. Love, it's what makes a Subaru. Lowe's presents how to install a new washing machine with one finger.
Maybe a little more that way.
Nice.
Get 10% off major appliances $3.99 or more at Lowe's.
Still searching for the perfect last-minute gifts? Then don't miss Cabela's Christmas sale. Spend $150 and get a $25 Cabela's Buck coupon. Plus, shop great deals like 40% off Cabela's men's and women's chamois and flannel shirts, and select insulated outerwear for the family. 30% off Cabela's advanced angler tackle bags, and 25% off select back boots. There's still time to find great gifts and save big bucks at the Cabela's Christmas sale.
What was that?
Tonight, a find that leaves a prospector speechless.
What is it? What do you got?
Oh my God. That's Aqua Boy. And a wish come true no one will forget.
Oh, I found a big one.
I'm not sure who got their wish today, me or him.
Bam! Prospectors, new episode tonight at 9 on the Weather Channel.
Currently in our area, 77 degrees under partly cloudy skies. Today, sun and clouds mixed. High 80. Winds south-southeast at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Tonight, overcast. Low 68. Winds south-southeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Monday, partly to mostly cloudy. High 84. Winds south at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Ride on the most treacherous highway in the world to experience the high risk of heavy rescue. Highway Through Hell, Sundays at 10 on the Weather Channel.
Here in Kansas City, they went to bed last night with not a flake around and woke up this morning to this.
More than 400,000 packages every hour.
We had spin-outs, vehicles off the road, and accidents.
This is one of the busiest places on earth.
It was out of control, man. I woke up and the bus was just spinning around in the street.
That's when it flipped over.
Welcome back to Weather Center Live. I'm Mark Elliott.
And I'm Paul Goodlow. Well, fall officially is in its twilight hours. Winter begins at 6:03 p.m. Eastern Time tonight.
Yeah, amazing. People trying to soak up the whatever images they can from fall into winter. This one from Cadillac, Michigan. Phil Stagg sent this one in. Beautiful shot there. Snow and icy conditions from the weekend. Maybe the lake's getting involved there. It looks like possibly looking out over the lake there. So maybe some rime ice, certainly some snow showers. Setting the mood for you as you get ready for your Christmas week. But there could be another storm headed in that very direction. Paul.
Yeah, and speaking of Cadillacs, you know, they actually have an all-wheel drive Cadillac as well that might come in handy this Christmas week because of big-time storms coming, bringing heavy rain and some snow across a good chunk of the nation. Let's take a look at this big dip in the jet stream. Cold air coming south behind it, but warm air being pushed north. That's a huge factor in this storm. Again, if this storm system would form a couple hundred miles to the east, we're talking about a major snowstorm, but no, because it's a little farther west, way farther west, and all this mild air on the east side of it, we're talking a ton of rain, even the risk of thunderstorms and severe weather, even tornadoes for a good chunk of this country. So again, let's talk about this. Again, warm air east of it, cold air back of it, so we're better chance of seeing some snow for your Christmas Day and Christmas Eve behind this system. Let's go day by day. We'll start you off with Tuesday. More rain showers here across the Ohio Valley and Great Lakes. Minneapolis, your best chance of snow coming in on Tuesday as you see the backside of the storm system and maybe a decent amount of snow as well. We'll talk about the totals coming up, but let's push this on towards Christmas Eve. Eve on Wednesday. We're still watching this rain being brought all the way across the southeast, the mid-Atlantic, into the northeast, even New England. Christmas Eve is going to be wet for millions of people here. On the backside, the cold air continues to press into Chicago, so we're going from rain to a mixture of rain and snow to then some snow behind this system. And we're also going to bring this cold air over the lakes, so some of the lake effect favored zones will see plenty of lake effect snow for your late Christmas Eve into Christmas Day. And then Christmas Day across the northeast, still warm enough air for a lot of rain across parts of New England on your Christmas morning. On the backside, the cold air comes in. Again, change over for some rain to some snow. And then you have the lake effect zones, talking about Buffalo and the South Towns, talking about Ashtabula and Cleveland, as well as the UP of Michigan, northern lower Michigan and the UP, all seeing plenty of lake effect snow. And still even can't rule out parts of northwestern areas of Indiana seeing some lake effect snow. But this storm system is also going to pack a lot of wind as we take this on through Christmas Eve and then Christmas Day. The winds, as our storm starts to move across this region and deepen and strengthen, they'll really start to howl. We're talking winds sustained 20 to 30 miles per hour, wind gusting even stronger than that. So when you have that lake effect snow changeover, we could see perhaps some blizzard conditions here across northeastern Ohio and areas of western New York and south of Buffalo as well. Even the New England seeing some gusty winds. But this is going to be a pain in the neck for travelers here in the air. We're expecting some delays as we head Tuesday across Minneapolis, some delays here across other areas in the Midwest. But then we head towards Christmas Eve. A lot of people hitting the roads and also the airways. Talking about New York City, Philadelphia, all dealing with some major to moderate delays because of this storm system moving through on Christmas Eve. Mark?
So will you be one of the almost 100 million people doing some sort of travel this holiday week? I mean, 6 million alone will be flying. Reynolds Wolf is live in New York's LaGuardia Airport to see the rush firsthand. Reynolds, you must be pretty, people that you talk to must be pretty happy that they're getting out today as opposed to what's coming still.
Absolutely. You know, that's the interesting thing here at the airport is you've got so many people here that are here really a day early than many of them had originally planned on flying. And the reason why it's early is because they know that there's rough stuff on the way. And with the rough weather, they're trying to beat, well, the elements they might deal with in terms of the rain, sleet, snow, possibility of some thunderstorm activity, but also with the glut of additional travelers that are going to be competing for spots on the air and on the planes in the days to come. What's interesting, where we happen to be at LaGuardia, you've got people that have been coming through these doors. They get their passes. They make their way right through, back over towards security. Some of them with bags that can fit in the overhead, but some of them have got a lot of pets. A lot of dogs here today. We've seen quite a few of them, most of them bulldogs. We actually spoke with one pet owner earlier today, and he had some pretty interesting ideas for this trip with his new furry friend.
We're traveling today because I want to spend 9 days in Florida, and this is the best day to get away.
Tough to travel with the pet?
It's the first time. She just turned 6 months old, so it's going to be her. It's not her first time on a plane, but it's the first time that she's got to go in a crate on a plane. She's gotten a little big.
I like this up. Sweetie, I hate to share this with you, but you're going to be traveling to Florida. That's the good news. The bad news is you're going to be in a crate. I know. Tough times. How can you not love this puppy? Goodness gracious. Most of my coworkers, when we travel around the country, prefer that I'm in a crate. Just happens. Truth hurts. All right, guys, just an idea, just to let you know what to expect in terms of TSA rules this year. We're going to pop that up for you in mere moments to give you an idea of some new stipulations that we have for you. Some holiday travel tips. For one, wrapped gifts. Great idea to wrap the gift, but, well, that is if you're traveling by car. If you're going by plane, know that there's a chance that TSA may open it up if they think it looks a little bit suspicious. Not all food can be carried on the planes. That's something else to really keep in mind. Is if it's liquid, it's got to be 3.7 ounces or less, or 3.4 ounces or less. Small snow globes are allowed in carry-on bags. If anything bigger, guess what? You got to check it. All right, that's a check out what's happening here at LaGuardia. Let's wrap it up, send it back to you in the studio.
Yeah, they say peanut butter is one of those things that gets confiscated all the time because it looks like someone else through those scanners. They don't let you bring it through. We're looking at Savannah now. Overcast skies, a chance for rain today. Temperatures in the upper 40s right now and really staying there. Maybe the low 50s if you're lucky for the rest of the day because we've got clouds and we've got showers. It's just a mess. It's a stormy start to your Christmas week. We're going to take a look at the current radar across the southeast. Here's Charleston, here's Savannah, and here comes some more of those showers. We've got steadier rain down to the south, though. Gainesville, get ready. In about 20 minutes or so, some steadier rain will be moving your way. Canyon even rule out a rumble of thunder, all thanks to this stalled out front, bit of a wave of low pressure. So where you've been seeing the rain, you're going to continue to see some of that rain. Plus, we get a stronger storm that's going to be trying to come into play. A strengthening jet stream dip means a strengthening area of low pressure as well. And when all is said and done, we're going to see a lot of moisture coming up to the south and to the east over the next couple of days. In fact, in Jacksonville right now, you're already seeing rain and thunderstorms, but this is just the beginning. We have more rain on the way. A Christmas storm, a holiday storm for the southeast that a lot of you aren't really wishing to be under the tree, right? Because heavy rain and storms will slam on through thanks to that strengthening low and that strengthening jet stream dip. It means Tuesday, rain and storms here across the south. I-10, I-20, expect delays. Tuesday night, heavy rain, 65, 75, 85, even all the way to 95 by Tuesday night. Heavy rain for you, some thunderstorms, maybe even some severe weather. Christmas Eve, yep, that rain continues. It'll take until kind of the end of Christmas Day to clear out the rest of the southeast. So through Thursday morning, 3 to 5, not 5 to 8 inches of rain through that corridor, while widespread 1 to 2 inch rainfall is not out of the question. Plus, we've got that chance for severe weather, right? Look at this corridor. This is just Tuesday. Severe weather, spotty damaging winds, spotty hail. Wind will be the biggest threat, but we can't rule out a tornado threat either. A 30% chance of seeing a tornado within 50 miles. Now, a lot of you are dreaming of a white Christmas. We'll have the details on the snowy side of this storm when we come back.
Currently in our area, 78 degrees under partly cloudy skies. Today, sun and clouds mixed. High 80. Winds south-southeast at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Tonight, overcast. Low 68. Winds south-southeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Monday, partly to mostly cloudy. High 84. Winds south at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Here's our 7-day outlook.
What do astronauts eat?
Have lunch with one and find out. Only at Kennedy Space Center Visitor Complex. Meet real astronauts, see Space Shuttle Atlantis, and experience firsthand the future of America's space exploration.
Introducing York Minis. A bite-sized way to enjoy the full-size sensation of peppermint and rich, dark chocolate. York Minis. Get the sensation.
Lowe's presents How to Sing a Duet.
Bells, bells, all the way.
Give the gift of portable power this season with InstaBoost. Now only $79 at Lowe's.
Ring, ring. Progresso. I can't believe I'm eating bacon-enriched creamy cheese before my sister's wedding.
Well, it's only 100 calories, so you'll be ready for that dress.
Uh-huh.
You don't love the dress?
I love my sister.
40 flavors, 100 calories or less.
From I wonder what it is to you'll never guess. Everything from LL Bean is backed by the same rock-solid guarantee. So while they keep guessing, you know that we'll take it back or replace it. LL Bean, guaranteed to please.
It's the Buick. Sir. Buick. Where's the Buick? Buick.
Buick. The expectation-shattering Buick LaCrosse.
Celebrate the holidays and pay no interest for 5 years, plus get $3,000 total purchase bonus cash on the 2014 LaCrosse.
New Move Free Ultra brings a revolution to joint health. It's the smallest joint health pill, now with a new triple action formula for joint, cartilage, and bone health. Move on to new Move Free Ultra.
If you have moderate to severe rheumatoid arthritis like me, and you're talking to your rheumatologist about a biologic, this is Humira. This is Humira helping to relieve my pain and protect my joints from further damage. This is Humira giving me new perspective. Doctors have been prescribing Humira for 10 years. Humira works for many adults. It targets and helps to block a specific source of inflammation that contributes to RA symptoms.
Humira can lower your ability to fight infections, including tuberculosis. Serious, sometimes fatal infections and cancers, including lymphoma, have happened, as have blood, liver, and nervous system problems, serious allergic reactions, and new or worsening heart failure. Before treatment, get tested for TB. Tell your doctor if you've been to areas where certain fungal infections are common, and if you've had TB, hepatitis B, are prone to infections, or have flu-like symptoms or sores. Don't start Humira if you have an infection.
Talk to your doctor and visit Humira.com. This is Humira at work.
Andrew, Rita, Sandy. Meet Chris, Jackie, Joe. Minor damage or major disaster. When you need us most, we're there. State Farm. We're a force of nature, too.
The holidays go high-tech with Holidays in Space at Kennedy Space Center Visitor Complex. Join us for an out-of-this-world take on the sights and sounds of the holiday season now through January 4th. Visit tourksc.com for details.
Welcome back. Well, the Pacific Northwest could be in store for a holiday surprise. Well, a storm headed that way could bring a significant amount of snow to the region. We'll let you know just who could get a lot more of this wintry mix as you look at Seattle on the left and Portland on the right, and seeing a little bit of dry time there, but we're still watching a lot of rain in the area. Take a look at this. Brookings, Oregon, already picking up in the last 24 hours over 7 inches of rain. Closing in on 4 here in Harbor, Oregon, and Sitcom, Oregon, over 4 inches of rain as well. And the radar shows you more rain across the region. Snow level still pretty high. We're talking about between 4,000 and 5,000 feet. As we head more towards Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, we'll slowly start to kind of ease and kind of erode away some of those snow levels, getting them lower and lower. But right now we have just a plume of moisture coming in, and that's a concern for flooding across the region. We could use the rain and definitely the snow in the mountains. We haven't had a lot of snow so far this rainy season, but it is just beginning. This storm will bring plenty to the region. As we head throughout today, the rain showers still concentrated here in areas of Oregon, even parts of southern Washington, but the mountains are still getting dumped on, and plenty of snow that continues overnight and into your Monday. We'll see a little break. Maybe we'll see more of moisture come in later into Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, talking about Christmas Eve and Christmas Day as well. But still, many areas can see 1 to 3 inches of rain across the region. And for Portland, we'll see a few breaks today, but the rain continues later on this evening. Temperatures in the mid-50s. Mark?
Now, last Christmas, people in Washington, Illinois were picking up their shattered lives after the community was devastated by a tornado. But this year, many families will be celebrating the holidays in new homes, surrounded by all those they love, but almost lost. Here's Maria LaRosa with the story.
For the Byler-Dan family, time spent with their 12-year-old dog Maggie is a gift.
Good girl, Pooch.
Last November, 2 days after John and his 4 children crawled from the wreckage of their tornado-ravaged home, Maggie was found amongst the rubble that remained. Her body was bruised and her hip dislocated, but miraculously, she was alive.
Finding her alive is just, great joy and elation. An extreme sense of relief, washed over me. It definitely changed my perspective on the whole situation.
As her rescue became national news, donations flooded in, allowing this local vet to treat Maggie and more than 20 tornado-injured pets completely free of charge.
They took such phenomenal care of her. When she came home, we laughed and said she looks probably 3 or 4 years younger than she did before the storm because they made her lose some weight.
Keep it going. In the days after Maggie was found, the First Response Team of America arrived on site and were able to help save John's other prized possessions.
When the tornado came, it took the first and second floor right off this house. And as we started digging through the debris, we found a lot of very special old instruments. It was just basically a race against time to salvage anything we could before the rain came.
Music is medicine. It's a healing art, and it's what I do to not only exercise my mind, but my soul. It definitely has helped me cope.
In November, music also helped save John's family as a tornado tore their home apart.
This is where they were when the tornado hit. I mean, they were literally under the car in this basement covered in debris. When the car fell down, instead of falling on John and his kids, it actually fell on the pianos, and the instruments literally held the car up in the air and kept them from being crushed.
John's basement is once again his rehearsal space, but the home is new. The Byler Dans moved here in January and were reunited with Maggie after 2 months apart.
She is our protector. She's our companion. She is part of our family. Our family would not be complete without her.
Man, what a story with that dog being found 4 days later.
Merry Christmas to the whole family now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, a wintry mess of rain and snow now moving into the East Coast.
From Maine to Chicago, all the way down to Florida, we're tracking stormy weather. So what are the chances you'll be taking the kids sledding on this Christmas break?
Responding by storm, powered by Ram trucks. Guts, Glory, Ram.
Every truck can tow a boat. Every truck can climb a hill. Every truck can haul a trailer. But not everyone can say they're the fastest growing truck brand in America. Guts, Glory, Ram.
We got this one. We got Pepper. Did he help pick it out? No, he's a cat. Is this mine? That one's for Alice, but she doesn't know it yet. Why not? Mom says she's still cooking.
Capture your memories with Hallmark keepsake ornaments.
Meet Rachel. She's a news anchor with a big personality. She's smart, funny.
Thank you. Badass.
And passionate.
Attack! I'm sorry, I said ass.
But we're about to find out.
It's okay. You'll be fine.
What happens when she gets serious?
This is a story of legitimate wrongdoing on a big scale. Nope, that's made up. Not true. If we're not going to ask these questions now, then when exactly are we going to ask them?
From MSNBC, The Rachel Maddow Show, weeknights at 9.
Stay tuned for your local on the 8s, brought to you by Petco, the power of together.
For all the joy they bring and all the love they give, this holiday season, remember to give back to your companions, your co-stars, and your co-conspirators. Petco can help with thousands of gifts on sale, including 25% off all holiday toys, treats, apparel, and accessories. Plus, earn 5% back with Pals Rewards. Joy, love, pets. Petco, the power of together.
Currently in our area, 78 degrees under partly cloudy skies. Today, sun and clouds mixed. High 80. Winds south-southeast at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Tonight, overcast, low 68. Winds south-southeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Monday, partly to mostly cloudy. High 84. Winds south at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Morning, everybody. We're about to make more deliveries to more places than anybody on earth. We have the speed, we have the technology, and we have the team. We made over 15 billion successful deliveries last year. 15 billion. Football has a season. Baseball has a season. This is our season.
'Tis the season for our new holiday stamps.
Still searching for the perfect last-minute gifts? Then don't miss Cabela's Christmas sale. Spend $150 and get a $25 Cabela's Buck coupon. Plus, shop great deals like 30% off Cabela's logo hoodies, tees, and caps, 25% off select Cabela's slippers, and 25 to 50% off select camo clothing. Plus, get $120 off a Masterbuilt window smoker. There's still time to find great gifts and save big bucks at the Cabela's Christmas sale.
have the worst cold with this runny nose. I better take something.
Dayquil Cold and Flu doesn't treat your runny nose.
Seriously?
Alka-Seltzer Plus Cold and Cough fights your worst cold symptoms plus your runny nose.
Oh, what a relief it is.
This is Conley, Cameron, Zach, and Clementine.
We have a serious hairball issue.
We cleaned it up and turned around, and there it is again. It's scary. A little bit in my eye.
Underneath the kitchen table, underneath my work desk, we've got enough to knit a sweater. Zach, what is that? Oh, the Swiffer sweeper.
It's like the Swiffer dusters. It's some sort of magic cloth.
Mesothelioma victims and their loved ones may be entitled to a cash award from the $18 billion in asbestos trust funds, and you may not have to file a lawsuit to qualify. If diagnosed with mesothelioma or lung cancer caused by exposure to asbestos, call the number on your screen now. Even if a loved one had mesothelioma or asbestos lung cancer and has passed, your family may still be entitled to a cash award. Mesothelioma is a rare cancer caused by exposure to asbestos. Many victims worked in the Navy or in shipyards, mills, carpentry, roofing, insulation, construction, or automotive industries. For over 30 years, our legal team has successfully helped thousands of victims and families. Time is limited. You may not have to file a lawsuit. If your loved one has been diagnosed with mesothelioma or lung cancer caused by exposure to asbestos,
call 1-800-476-1573 now. That's 1-800-476-1573.
You must call right now. To order your Lipozene, call 1-800-997-4948. That's 1-800-997-4948.
Tonight at 9. Get down now! Prospectors, the $1 Million Mountain. Tonight at 9 on the Weather Channel.
Well, the clock says 4 days and counting to Christmas, and we have a fun holiday poll for you to check out right now on weather.com/White Christmas.
We want you to pick the city you think will see a white Christmas. Tell us if you think Chicago, Buffalo, Philadelphia, Omaha, or Little Rock will take the snowflake crown this year. And let us know why you deserve a white Christmas this year as well.
Then go outside and shoot your video, and then we want to see you on camera when you do it. Then share it to us by simply texting My White Christmas to 99,000. You'll get direction on how to upload your video to us. And again, do it this way. Don't do it that way. Take the video this way.
And of course, we're still tracking a major storm forecast to hit right on the holidays.
Dr. Greg Postel is in the lab trying to see who is going to be the Grinch for Christmas. Greg?
Hope it's not me. You know, if I were, say, in New York or, for example, D.C., Boston, I'd be pretty disappointed in my hopes for a white Christmas. It looks pretty rainy. But if I were in Chicago, I might think, there might be a shot. There's a shot here, I think. Small chance, but not a zero chance, right? There's the low-pressure system on Christmas Eve. Familiar track, we've been talking about it all along. It's been pretty consistent in the models. The question is, what happens here on the cold side of the storm? Is there enough juice left to produce a little bit of snow? Right now, we've got rain mixed with snow for Wednesday afternoon, Christmas Eve, and that is probably the most likely outcome. But if you're a wish caster and you really want a white Christmas, have a look at the GFS model because it does just this. Let's have a look on your Christmas Eve morning. There's the low pressure system on Christmas Eve morning. There is the freezing line, and the green is the precipitation. Look at what it does, the GFS model, on your Christmas Eve. And I just looked at the latest GFS model. It does almost the same thing, bringing a batch of precipitation in the cold air behind the freezing line. So that would be snow right in there. From St. Louis to Chicago, the GFS likes to put that little snow band there. Let's talk about how it happens. And as I do that, I'll kind of explain to you why I think it's not so likely, but not impossible. It's actually what it does is it creates this storm system that has a pretty well-defined sort of trough of low pressure aloft. It's called a trowel. It's called, let me spell it out for you, T-R-O-W-A-L. That's a trowel, a trough of warm air aloft. A little one, but what that is warm and moist air getting wrapped back into and over the cold air like that, enough so to produce some precipitation on the backside, the occluded quadrant or northwest sector of this low pressure system. That's what the GFS does, but in order to do that, it's got to make this storm system pretty strong. And I think it makes it too strong, which means I think it's unlikely to happen in that way, although I still think a little bit of a mixture of rain and snow is possible. Stay tuned, guys. You know, you never know. See what happens. But as As I mentioned, East Coast, Boston, New York, Richmond, D.C. Let's name all the lovely towns in between there. Pick yours. Rainy times. And I'll tell you what, tropical rainy times. This is moisture coming out of some very warm latitudes. So it's going to be rainy and maybe some flash flooding and windy as well. But after that, guys, the weather models turn kind of wintry, right? Between Christmas and New Year's, we got a cold polar air mass lurking up in Canada and a warm, moist Pacific air mass trying to undercut it. And we've got the confluence of these two airstreams, the cold one and the moist one, and that sets up for a New Year's that could be kind of dicey around there with all kinds of winter weather in play, snow, rain, and ice. Stay tuned for that. Paul, back to you.
All right, thanks, Dr. Postel. Well, hey, it's Sunday, time for some NFL football action, but before we look forward, let's look back. Take a listen to what I said yesterday about last night's game. Based on the team performance, QB ratings, I'm picking the upset here. The Redskins will beat the Eagles.
What?
I picked the upsets, and I was right. I took a lot of grief, even from some people like Mark gave me grief.
This guy right here, did not believe the Redskins were going to win. Nice job, well deserved.
All right, and our one forecast game today, we're talking about the Steelers, who need to win, and KC needs to win the next 2 games to get in. Temperatures warming up to the mid-30s today, but how do they perform in previous weather conditions like today? Well, the Chiefs are 6-9, the Steelers are 16-8. My pick, of course, the Steelers to win.
Easy call there. You'd think, although I thought picking the Eagles would have been an easy call, too.
By the way, I'm 12 for the last 12 games.
12-0. Nice work.
All right, another game going on in Chicago with the backup quarterback. Temperatures in the upper 30s for the Lions going into Soldier Field.
You know, clouds there, but not a bad day overall for Chicago this time of year.
Yeah.
Could be worse. We're back in a minute.
Currently in our area, 79 degrees under partly cloudy skies. Today, sun and clouds mixed. High 80, winds south-southeast at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Tonight, overcast, low 68. Winds south-southeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Monday, partly to mostly cloudy, high 84. Winds south at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Can you believe 98.6 million Americans are on the move for the holidays, and the weather already causing problems? Indiana State Police saying slick conditions contributed to the megabus crash where more than a dozen people were hurt, and there is more travel trouble ahead for Christmas week. A storm packing everything from severe weather to snow could really complicate your travel plans on the road and in the air, from Boston to Atlanta to Chicago.
I'm meteorologist Reynolds Wolf, where it has been a busy morning and will get busier in days to come. A lot of people trying to get the jump on not only other passengers, but also rough weather that's on the way. That story coming up.
And only 4 shopping days left.
Work and then you sleep and then you're like, oh, it's Christmas time.
Only 4 shopping days left until Christmas, and Mother Nature is going to put you through your paces as you try to snag those last-minute gifts. All the details right here, right now on Weather Center Live.
Well, you're almost there. It's officially the first day of winter. Welcome to Weather Center Live. I'm Mark Elliott.
And I'm Paul Goodlow. Well, officially the season begins tonight at 6:03 Eastern Time, but it sure doesn't look or feel like the first day of winter here in Fort Myers, Florida. Check this out. A beautiful shot of Fort Myers. We are heading up to the low 80s for a high today. Average, by the way, is around 76 degrees, but we could see some showers dampen your Sunday afternoon plans. But hey, heads up for Wednesday. We could be dealing with some thunderstorms. Some of these could be on the strong and severe side as we head on towards your Christmas Eve.
Yeah, that's those storms associated with a Christmas week storm that is brewing right now.
In fact, huge impacts for the eastern U.S. leading up to Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. Big time travel days for a lot of people. Let's cut right to the chase and bring in our storm specialist, Dr. Greg Postel, with the details. Greg?
Guys, how about some thunderstorms all the way up to New England? Not just Florida. I mean, that's the kind of storm system we're talking about. It's like a spring one. What is it doing in late December, Christmas time? Come on. There it is on Christmas Eve. That's where the low pressure system is. And I'll tell you what, I grew up in New Jersey and I spent a lot of time up and down the East Coast, and I hated storm tracks like that when I wanted snow, because what it does is the clockwise flow around the low pressure system tends to bring a lot of warm air northward. And I'm telling you this time around, this warm air is not just going to get into New England. It's going to get all the way into Canada, probably up to James Bay. It's going to be raining. I mean, that's the kind of mess this thing is. And it is coming, the moisture, from a tropical source. A very high atmospheric water vapor content is moving northward, and we'll get into the northeast. So it's not just a little rain, it's a lot of rain that has a tropical DNA to it. It's got a connection, a feed from far south in the Gulf of Mexico, even farther south than that. And the problem for getting this to snow is that the cold air is way back there over the plains, trying to get into the Midwest, but will not make it into the east. That moisture and the cold air, like we've been telling you for the last couple of days, they're not going to meet up. They're not going to overlap. The moisture gets pushed aside, brushed aside by that cold front, and then the cold air comes in. It's in sequence. They're not doing things together. So the cold, dry air comes in to clear everything out on Christmas Day on the East Coast. There may be a few snow showers here near the lakes, but really not a significant accumulating snow. That is why this has been a rainstorm, because of the track it's taken and the warmth that it's brought northward from the tropics. But we will also see, I think, some significant winds along the coast and associated with the storm farther to the west over the Ohio Valley. Wind gusts here will be in excess, we think, of 30 miles per hour in those areas shaded in blue. So that could mean some air traffic delays. You know, they might want to space the planes out a little bit based on not just the wind gusts, but the rain and the low visibilities with the ceilings, the cloud level low. So travel difficulties on Christmas Eve might be real. And stay ahead of the game if you can. Stay tuned to the Weather Channel. We'll give you all the latest information there. But again, the cold, not a factor. Not even close. Burlington, what are you doing? 44 degrees. That is not the season. And so anyway, this is how much rain we're going to get. 3 to 5 inches at least. This is rain, not snow, across this region. So there could be some flash flooding out in here, guys. Stay tuned for that. And you know what? There are going to be some places, some very small places with this storm system that could see some snow, and that would be in the Midwest. Madison, maybe Chicago, St. Louis. I just looked at the latest GFS. It is still up to its old tricks in trying to develop a swath of accumulating snow, maybe a couple of inches in that zone. So if you're a snow hound or you really like the idea of a white Christmas, watch the GFS model and hope it verifies for that part of the country. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Dr. Postel. Well, almost 100 million people will do some sort of travel this holiday week. 6 million will be flying.
And to check on how the travel rush is going, we sent our own Reynolds Wolf to LaGuardia in New York. He's dreaming of a white Christmas. Reynolds.
We're getting close to the holidays. We're days away from Christmas. You get a lot of people and a lot of families that are coming right on through. Got the tickets. Good to go. Guys, come on, enjoy your journey. Have fun with that. I got to tell you, though, it's going to be awfully tough for people that have big families, a lot of kids. But we spoke with Mom earlier, one mom that had a great idea of how to keep the kids all in line.
Biggest challenge of flying at the holidays is getting 4 kids and all your presents and your bags out for a 6 a.m. flight. Words of wisdom is pack the night before.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is an experienced traveler. She knows exactly what she's doing, and hopefully it's going to be an easy journey for them and the countless others that are coming through. Actually, there is a count. On average, 63,000 people go through LaGuardia, but on a day like today, where they're trying to get ahead of the rough weather that's surely to come, there's going to be quite a few more here that'll be going through the ticket lines, going right through security on the plane, and hopefully with a nice, easy, smooth trip all the way to their destination. All right, that's the latest we have for you from LaGuardia. Let's send it back to you.
Thanks, Reynolds. And you know, we've been following these travel delay, at least the potential for travel delays. Oh, there's my little flight. I got to watch out for that one. You know what? San Francisco, you have seen some delays piling up. Low cloud deck responsible for delays. We have rain in the Pacific Northwest, not really showing any delays there yet, but that might increase as the day goes on. Looking at the travel delay board, we can check out San Francisco, still a 47-minute average delay. And that, again, because of that low cloud deck, this planes need a little bit more space between each one, so they're slowing down operations. So those gates that at your airport, if you're heading to the West Coast, that's where people are going to start piling up, waiting for their flight. Paul, over to you.
We'll be keeping an eye on your holiday forecast all throughout our show. And up next, the latest on that mega bus crash from yesterday. Passengers describe the chaos that erupted when that bus flipped over. And a severe weather threat looming for the southeast in the days leading up to Christmas. The 3 states are at risk for tornadoes after your local on the 8s.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
You're covered, Kevin.
Blah, blah, insurance. Person, come help.
Hey, Grandma. 6 callers ahead of us, Jimmy.
Having insurance isn't the same as having State Farm. There to help you get to a better state.
It's only for a couple of nights, okay?
Yep.
Baby?
For me? She'll love it.
Thanks.
Here's a great gift idea for the whole family. Now with Walmart credit card special financing.
In a world filled with ultra-high definition picture, the Vizio 4K Ultra HD TV will rise.
It works great with Vizio's 2.1 sound stand.
Where room-filling theater sound and ultra-high def collide.
You know what? You can stop with the over-dramatic movie trailer voice now.
And this time, it's personal.
And now get special financing when you use your Walmart credit card. More ways to Christmas joy. Walmart.
Say hello to the new weather.com. A beautiful new design with weather as the main story. The information you need, the site you rely on, the brand you trust. The new weather.com. The final piece in the Weather Channel redesign. The Weather Channel. It's amazing out there.
Currently in our area, 79 degrees under partly cloudy skies. Today, a mix of clouds and sun. High 80. Winds south-southeast at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Tonight, cloudy, low 68. Winds south-southeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Monday, partly cloudy, high 84. Winds south at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Prospectors, the $1 Million Mountain. Tonight at 9 on the Weather Channel.
From residential to commercial, from large loss to emergency response. Whenever damage strikes, call on the cleanup team that's faster to any size disaster at 1-800-SERVE-PRO, like it never even happened.
All right, listen up. Out on that field today, you will be ready for anything. And I want you to always remember, this is the greatest team you will ever be part of.
There's a team that makes a real difference in the world. Join the team that makes a difference.
Nourished. Rescued. Protected. Given new hope. During the Subaru Share the Love event, Subaru owners feel it too. Because when you take home a new Subaru, we donate $250 to helping those in need. We'll have given $50 million over 7 years. Love. It's what makes a Subaru.
It was out of control, man. I woke up and the bus was just spinning around in the street and then just flipped over and kids and everybody hollering and falling on top of each other.
So I'm sitting on the top layer at that. So
Yeah, I landed on a guy and his granddaughter. He landed on his granddaughter. I landed on top of him. And she was on the inside of the bus, the part that hit the ground.
Passengers describe those terrifying moments inside a double-decker bus as it flipped over Saturday on a snow-slicked Indiana highway. More than 24 people were taken to the hospital, with injuries ranging from a broken collarbone to some scrapes and bruises. The megabus was on its way from Chicago to Atlanta when the driver lost control about 60 miles southeast of Indianapolis. A state trooper says many passengers were wearing their seatbelts on the bus, and that's what kept the injuries relatively minor. Something to think about, as a lot of us are going to be hitting the roads this week. Paul, over to you.
Yeah, it's good news, not more injuries on that accident. Amazing. Take a live look now at Boston. Had some snow earlier. Also noticed we got a couple of 8s out here on the Charles River. There's one here, one just went past the bridge there for a little early morning row across a very chilly Boston. Right now, sitting below freezing at 30 degrees, and we're still watching the chance of a couple of flakes flying, but this is really, actually, I'm 31 now, but nothing in terms of major snow here. We do have a better chance of a lot of rain as we head towards Christmas Eve, Christmas Day as well. Yeah, it's not going to be a white Christmas. It will be a wet Christmas. Some snow showers also moving on across I-95 here in southern Connecticut up towards the Providence area as well, but no major accumulations with this. Just a reminder, it's kind of cool out there. A couple of flurries earlier around Allentown, PA. Otherwise, rain still moving on into the Jacksonville area. A few scattered showers here around Charleston and even around Hilton Head and Savannah. But again, this blob of moisture coming right across I-10 and Interstate 95 here as they head on towards northern Florida. A few more rain showers here north of Tampa along Interstate 75. The Northwest, very, very active here and plenty of mountain snow. If you are skiing or snowboarding in the West for this Christmas, you have picked a fantastic year to do this. Snow's coming down now, especially on the benches and the Wasatch here east of Salt Lake City. Plenty of rain coming into the city itself, and also more wet weather up and down Interstate 5, and this will continue on and off for today and into tomorrow as well. Mark?
Well, let's take a look at the South again, because, you know, it hasn't been exactly the nicest couple of days. People are out and about in New Orleans now, but there's been some clouds and showers. You can see the streets are wet and the jackets are on. We also have Panama City, where nobody's on the beach because there's that chance for rain. And this is just the beginning. We're looking at a very stormy pattern as we head towards the holiday. Moisture streaming up out of the Gulf, a cold front slamming into that moisture, and that means a chance for not only heavy rain, but also some thunderstorms and some severe weather as well. Let's take a look at the setup here. We've got rain starting off Tuesday from, let's say, southern Louisiana all the way to the East Coast. Tuesday night shifting east just a little bit. The heaviest rain in this corridor right here, I-10, maybe South Georgia, North Florida. You're going to see very heavy rain. Even Christmas Eve, that will continue. Very heavy rain, scattered thunderstorms. Good thing Santa can go through rain and storms without too many problems, right? Because we're going to see a lot of rain. 3 to 5 inches of rain in the yellow, 5 to 8, including Tallahassee. Not out of the question. That's what some of the models are hinting at. We're also looking at that hint of severe weather. This is Tuesday. From New Orleans to Tallahassee, chance of some big storms. Gusty winds look like the biggest threat, but we also can't rule out some rotating winds. A tornado threat is there. Our Torcon index of 3, meaning a 30% chance of seeing a tornado within 50 miles of any of these locations. Paul.
Well, it's going to be a stormy holiday week for much of the country. We're tracking a wintry mess of rain, even snow. Up next, the timing and how they'll impact your Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, and travel in around those areas coming up right after your local on the 8s.
What do astronauts eat?
Have lunch with one and find out. Only at Kennedy Space Center Visitor Complex. Meet real astronauts, see Space Shuttle Atlantis, and experience firsthand the future of America's space exploration.
Thanks.
FedEx has solutions to enable global commerce that can help your company grow steadily and quickly.
做得很好。
Cut it out. See you tomorrow.
Dad, I know I haven't said this often enough, but thank you.
Thank you, Mom, for protecting my future.
Thank you for being my hero and my dad.
Military families are uniquely thankful for many things.
The legacy of USAA Auto Insurance could be one of them. If you're a current or former military member or their family, get an auto insurance quote and see why 92% of our members plan to stay for life.
I smoked a lot and quit a lot, but ended up nowhere. Now I use this.
The Nicoderm CQ patch with unique extended release technology helps prevent the urge to smoke all day.
I want this time to be my last time. That's why I choose Nicoderm CQ.
Christmas is days away, so let's act fast, really fast. Let's do must-have, know-how, just right, right now. Last minute, you got it. Or get one of these. Let's put the list to bed, add up the savings, and count down the days. That's how to holiday. Let's do this. More saving, more doing. That's the power of the Home Depot. Buy a combo kit and get up to $150 toward any cordless power tool, radio, or battery.
The holidays go high-tech with Holidays in Space at Kennedy Space Center Visitor Complex. Join us for an out-of-this-world take on the sights and sounds of the holiday season now through January 4th. Visit tourksc.com for details.
That's it. Good job. You got him next time, buddy. Eye on the ball. Good try, son. Hey. Is that your son?
Yeah.
Mine's the goalie.
That's a dryer.
A natural gas dryer. Go! Walk it off. Just walk it off, son.
Families everywhere are feeling the love for their natural gas dryers. Find out why at naturalgaslove.com.
It's the Buick. Sir. Buick. Where's the Buick?
Buick. The expectation-shattering Buick LaCrosse.
Celebrate the holidays and pay no interest for 5 years, plus get $3,000 total purchase bonus cash on the 2014 LaCrosse.
Shipping, and even pay the return postage. Try NoNo risk-free today.
Every Sunday, the Titans of Weather bring the rain. Geek Out, Sundays at noon on the Weather Channel.
Currently in our area, 79 degrees under mostly cloudy skies. Today, a mix of clouds and sun. High 80. Winds south-southeast at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Tonight, cloudy, low 68. Winds south-southeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Monday, partly cloudy. High 84. Winds south at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Number one, we have an improving economy. We have confident consumers with their wallets. Add to that falling gas prices, and we really have the perfect storm for there to be more travelers this end of the holiday period.
AAA anticipates year-end holiday travel to be the busiest since 2001. That's when they started keeping track of those stats. As many as 98.6 million people will be making a trip.
9 out of 10 of those people are driving, fueled by the lowest gas prices in 5 years. I mean, the national average is now $2.55 a gallon, and analysts see prices dropping another 10 to 20 cents by Christmas Day, which is just unreal.
In some stations in Texas, Oklahoma, gas under $2.
Yeah.
Not bad at all. In fact, that's all great news as people are ramping up for the holiday travel.
Of course, we have some bad news for you, too. Holiday troublemaker could cause some major delays in the eastern half of the country as we head towards Christmas. Some problems on the road, so let's bring out our storm specialist, Dr. Greg Postel.
Guys, thank you very much. You know, we talked a lot about how the fact that the east is going to see a lot of
rain on Christmas Eve, but there may be some areas associated with the same storm system that could get a little bit of snow on the backside of it. Let's have a look right now on the maps, because there on Christmas Eve, right here, is where the low is going to be going. Essentially like that, right? So on the northwest side, on the cold side of this system, there's a shot at a little bit of snow. Right now we're calling for a mixture of rain and snow, but it could be all snow depending on some of the modeling that you look at. I think this is the most likely outcome, but watch out for some tweaks to the forecast, because some of the models, in particular GFS, yes, that one likes to drop a little bit of snow in that very same quarter, and that would be all snow. So let's have a look at the GFS and let's talk about why it is or isn't an outlier. On Christmas Eve morning, there's that familiar low pressure system on the track about like that. So East Coast is warm. There is the rain snow line right in here. So on the west, or on the cold side of that rain snow line, there's a little batch of snow that the GFS insistently has been putting out for the last several runs, and that would be an all snow area, say from St. Louis through Chicago. Some accumulating snow in there, and something to keep an eye on. But I would point out that it's kind of an outlier, the GFS. There's not a whole lot of support for it, but let me talk about why it might be doing what it's doing, and we can sort of figure out, maybe it's not so believable. What it does is it develops this low pressure system pretty strongly and moves it in the same familiar direction, but it develops what's called a trowel, a trough of warm air aloft, where the moisture and relatively warm air gets wrapped back into the cold air up above it. Again, not likely. It overdevelops the system, I think, a little bit too much, and bringing that precipitation on the cold side. So with all that in mind, that area that would be right in here, we're kind of leaving out of our forecast for now. The areas most likely to see some snow, and that would be light accumulations, less than 3, would be those areas shaded in light blue for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. Paul, back to you.
All right, thanks, Dr. Postel. Let's take a look at the next 7 days. We'll start you off with today. We're still dealing with some rain showers possible across parts of Florida. By tomorrow, that rain pushes into the mid-Atlantic and even slowly to the northeast. We're also watching plenty of snow on the backside of the system now, just developing across the Midwest, with plenty of rain now for Chicago, even St. Louis, but snow on the backside, more mountain snow. This is a great pattern for western resorts just in time for Christmas, right? Well, let's move into Tuesday. We're still watching a few rain showers. The Pacific Northwest, we're dry here in Southern California, 75 for a high in LA, but the rain now breaking out across Texas into Florida, all across the southeast, and the risk of some thunderstorms. Can't rule out tornadoes as well. That moisture being brought into the Ohio Valley, and the cold air on the backside is bringing some snow to Minneapolis. And eventually, as we head towards Christmas Eve, we'll move that rain and then mix and then change over to some snow later in Christmas Eve in the Chi, in Chicago. Still some snow here in the Arrowhead, Minnesota, northern Wisconsin. But look at the rain now, and temperatures in Boston close to 60 degrees. A tropical air mass here and plenty of tropical moisture. Heavy rain at times across the region. The rain moving all the way into Canada. That's how warm the east side of the storm is. Northwest, more rain, more mountain snow. Great news for your Christmas Eve plans. On Christmas Day, we're still watching some rain here across New England. Now we got the big-time northwesterly winds, big-time lake effect snow is coming through. Winds are howling as well, so almost blizzard conditions here, and more snow here in the west, the northern Rockies. Wasatch getting just killed with this snow. Great news for the skiers and snowboarders. Friday, the snow lingers out towards the west. More snow across the Great Lakes and scattered rain showers here across the Ohio Valley and southern Ohio Valley. And then on Saturday, snow showers linger across the Great Lakes. Mark?
And time now for weather in play. The Holiday Valley Resort in Ellicottville, New York is gearing up to celebrate the holidays with a Santa ski. They're going to try and break a record for the most skiing Santas on a hill at once. The goal is 1,000 Santas, all skiing. And the event will also raise money for the Ellicottville Foundation for Youth and Family Support Center. Here's the thing. You got to get your skiing in now across the Northeast, because as Paul was saying, that warmth is really going to do a number. Rain on the way. Look at the temperatures climbing on Tuesday. All of these New York ski resorts will be in the upper 30s to low to mid 40s. It's hard to even make snow at those temperatures. We'll have details on this winter storm next.
Weather in Play brought to you by Audi, proud sponsor of the U.S. ski team.
Grandpa Bodie, Grandma said you used to be out of control.
Really? I guess I did take some risks. I trained a little bit differently. I was a little too honest sometimes. The media is useless.
You were out of control.
But not always.
toenail fungus? Don't hide it, fight it with new FDA-approved Jublia. Jublia, efinaconazole 10% topical solution, is a prescription medicine proven to treat fungal infections of the toenails. Use Jublia as instructed by your doctor. Most common side effects include ingrown toenail, application site redness, itching, swelling, burning or stinging, blisters, and pain. Fight it! Ask your doctor now if new Jublia is right for you.
Hold for the picture.
At Intel, they have technology that can scan you in 3D. Here's my good side. Here's my other good side.
Can you just stand still?
Intel. This is where it all changes.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Hi, Anthony. How much does my discount double check save me?
About $150.
Done.
Insurance, find me money.
I got you $1.
Having insurance isn't the same as having State Farm. There to help you get to a better state.
You don't need to think about the energy that makes our lives possible. Because we do. We're ExxonMobil, and powering the world responsibly is our job. Because boiling an egg isn't as simple as just boiling an egg. Life takes energy. Energy lives here.
Still searching for the perfect last-minute gifts? Then don't miss Cabela's Christmas sale. Spend $150 and get a $25 Cabela's Buck coupon. Plus, shop great deals like 40% off Cabela's men's and women's chamois and flannel shirts, and select insulated outerwear for the family. 30% off Cabela's advanced angler tackle bags, and 25% off select pack foods. There's still time to find great gifts and save big bucks at the Cabela's Christmas sale.
Clean up this holiday with the cordless Dyson DC59 vacuum. Expert service, unbeatable price, Best Buy.
Monday on the Weather Channel mornings, we're tracking a major winter storm that could bring torrential rain or snow to much of the country, affecting the plans for millions of holiday travelers. Stay weather ready this holiday, Monday on Wake Up with Al and America's Morning Headquarters, only on the Weather Channel mornings.
Currently in our area, 79 degrees under mostly cloudy skies. Today, a mix of clouds and sun. High 80. Winds south-southeast at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Tonight, cloudy, low 68. Winds south-southeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Monday, partly cloudy, high 84. Winds south at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Here's our 7-day outlook.
The $1 Million Mountain, tonight at 9 on the Weather Channel.
Here in Kansas City, they went to bed last night with not a flake around and woke up this morning to this.
More than 400,000 packages every hour.
We had spin-outs, vehicles off the road, and accidents.
This is one of the busiest places on earth.
It was out of control, man. I woke up and the bus was just spinning around in the street.
That's when it flipped over.
Welcome back to Weather Center Live. I'm Mark Elliott.
And I'm Paul Goodlow. Fall officially is in its twilight hours. Winter begins at 6:03 p.m. Eastern Time.
Yeah, you wouldn't know that winter hadn't already started if you check out this picture, dubbed the Winter Solstice Sunrise, right? Greg Diesel sent this to our Facebook page. It looks kind of wintry. You had those bare trees in the background, but beautiful colors. This is in North Carolina, where it was a chilly start to the day. Temperatures only were in the mid-30s. You're only climbing into the mid-40s by this afternoon, so grab that extra layer if you're going out for some more pictures. Paul.
And a storm also brewing this week for Christmas will be affecting millions of people. We're talking from the Great Lakes and Midwest all the way through the Northeast and New England. Take a look at the big player here, our jet stream, allowing the mixing of cold and warm air. But as our dip in the jet stream, our trough pushes eastward, this is the warm side of the jet stream. That's going to mean a lot more rain with this system than the cold air. The cold air only on the backside. But the warm air on the front side, that means much of New England, the Northeast, the Mid-Atlantic, even the Ohio Valley, and much of the Great Lakes will be first dealing with rain and then snow on the backside of the system. And that rain for some will linger into Christmas Day. Take a look day by day. Tuesday, more rain showers here across the Great Lakes, even Chicago, warm enough for rain, and Minneapolis. We'll start seeing some snow later in the day, and then as cold air sweeps on through, we'll start pushing that rain into Chicago first, then a mixture of some rain and snow, then all snow to end the day. We're talking about this time, it's Christmas Eve in Chicago, and the snow continues into your Christmas Eve night, Wednesday night. But then the Northeast, we're talking to all you travelers on Christmas Eve, dealing with plenty of wet weather. And at times, from the Mid-Atlantic into the Southeast, thunderstorms. Some of those can be strong and severe. We're talking about temperatures here with this heavy rain in New York, in Boston, mid to upper 50s. It's going to dump rain. The only good spot about that is we're not dealing with a couple of feet of snow already on the ground across much of the area. That would definitely lead to some flood concerns. But heavy rain alone will lead to some flood concerns because this rain going all the way up into Canada. And then Christmas Day, maybe start to slowly clear out, but with the cold air now crashing down from Canada, we got snow here, all the favored lake effect zones, especially as you head towards northeastern Ohio. Buffalo and the South towns will be getting crushed again, not only with snow, but strong winds. At times, these winds gusting over 30, 40 miles per hour, so blizzard conditions not out of the question. And take a look at our winds here. We'll start you off with Christmas Eve. They go light, but as our storm starts to move across the region and as our low really starts to deepen, we're going to really start to increase those winds all across this region. And as we head on towards Christmas Day, then Christmas afternoon, winds will be howling here, sustained at times over 30 miles per hour, gusts stronger than that. So we are talking about some wind-blown snow coming off those lakes as well. Some towns will get crushed with snow here, northeastern northeastern Ohio, as well as areas of northwestern PA and western New York. Mark my words. Now, for travelers, this is where the headaches begin here. If you can contact your carrier, travel earlier, you definitely do so. Talking Tuesday, a little rain and then snow in the Twin Cities causing some delays. Indianapolis, Detroit, Cincinnati, some delays because of mainly rain on Tuesday. Then Christmas Eve, the rain, always a major headache in LaGuardia and some of the surrounding airports here in New York. Could see some delays here in Philly and D.C. as well as Chicago. Rain to start, then to some snow. It will be a travel pain. Boston, look at this. Temperatures even for Christmas Eve in the upper 50s, hence the heavy rain. Christmas Day, the rain continues in the morning, and we stay in the 50s for highs. Mark?
Those winds will have another major implication for those of you that are traveling. About 100 million people will do some sort of travel this holiday week, and if you're aligned with the gusty winds, then you'll get there faster. If you're going against them, it'll take longer. Plus, there could be crosswinds and turbulence. So Reynolds Wolf is keeping tabs at all of this. He's at New York's LaGuardia Airport to see the rush firsthand. Reynolds.
Not only are we here at LaGuardia, which is a very busy day as you see the passengers going right on through, we're here also the very first day of winter. And let me tell you, at least today, the weather's going to cooperate for so many people. We got some great folks here that are looking at the arrivals and departures, and so far, everything is golden. That's the good news. Bad news is that travelers like these fellows that are on their way through security and off to the plane, they might have some hiccups to deal with because we have not one, but two systems that are going to make their way across the country, and that's going to give a lot of people a lot of headaches. But you know what's interesting? It hasn't been just people coming through. It's been people with pets. Take a listen.
We're traveling today because I want to spend 9 days in Florida, and this is the best day to get away.
Tough to travel with the pet?
It's the first time. She just turned 6 months old, so it's going to be her. It's not her first time on a plane, but it's the first time that she's got to go in a crate on a plane. She's gotten a little big.
Sweetie, I hate to share this with you, but you're going to be traveling to Florida. That's the good news. The bad news is you're going to be in a crate. I know. Tough times. How can you not love this puppy? Goodness gracious. That guy clearly knows what he's talking about, but there are some TSA rules that he's going to have to follow. The dog's going to have to follow. Basically, everyone's going to have to. Let's put that up for you and show you the new rules we have this year. And there are some that are a little bit different than what you might be used to. For example, you've got, remember, 3.4 ounces is going to be basically going to be the deal in terms of the liquid that you can carry it. Wrapped gifts, they're allowed but not encouraged. Not all foods can be carried. Again, back to the 3.4. If you've got salsa with you, maybe some kind of gravy, you can bring it as long as it's not above the 3.4 ounces. But anything else in terms of turkey, cakes, that kind of thing, that's fine. Snow globes, it might be your best bet to go ahead and just check those. If there's something small, like smaller than a tennis ball, they might be able to get on, but still your best bet probably going to be check those. And also perfume and cologne, those are allowed as long as they are 3.4 ounces or less, so you can smell great all the way through the holiday season. How about that? Okay, that's a sniff at what you can expect as you make your way to the airports. Let's send it back to you in the studio.
Use some of that perfume to spray the plane. Hope to keep everybody smelling good, right? How about Savannah? We're looking at overcast skies, chance for rain today, temperatures stuck in the low 50s. That's that classic bridge going over to Tybee Island, and you know what? It's going to stay kind of soggy today. That chance for rain will continue on and off throughout the day. But here's the thing, this is just the beginning. Christmas week has a major storm on the way. This is the beginnings, though. We've got some showers in Savannah. We've got some steadier rain down towards the south. Cedar Key, Gainesville, Jacksonville, hidden behind our clock there. You're seeing rain right now, all thanks to this stalled out front. So if you're anywhere nearby this front and near this area of low pressure, that's where you're going to see the rain for now. But there's bigger stuff in the works, right? A strengthening jet stream dip for the beginning of the week will allow for this Gulf of Mexico low to really intensify, and then it starts moving north. So we're going to see heavy rain moving north with it, and that comes in just in time for Christmas itself. So we start things off with today, and Jacksonville, it's raining today, tonight, showers, maybe some storms tomorrow. But then we get into the Christmas storm, and this one could be a really big deal across the south. We're looking at that intensifying low and that intensifying front to swing on through. Heavy rain. Very heavy rain, maybe even flooding rains, not out of the question. But we're also looking at showers and storms and just all kinds of stuff that'll slow down your travel. Tuesday night, getting into Christmas Eve itself, I-10, I-20, I-65, 75, 85, 95, they're all in play here for this very heavy rain. In fact, we could see some of these rainfall totals at 3 to 5, if not 5 to 8 inches once you get down towards the Tallahassee area.